No one prepares you for the moment the doctor looks at you and you realize you're the one who has to make the decisions for your mom or parent. You're sitting there trying to follow along, trying to understand what they're saying, but their words are fast, clinical, overwhelming, and at the same time something shifts and you've just realized you're not just the daughter anymore. You're the one responsible for them, responsible for all of it. And then you go home and it doesn't slow down. Now it's medications, appointments, symptoms you don't fully understand, and you're trying to manage all of it while still showing up for your job, your family, and your own life. And underneath all of that, there's this constant question: am I doing this right? Because no one actually teaches you how to handle all of this. There's no roadmap handed to you on how to talk to the doctors and get clear answers, how to know what's normal and what's not, how to understand true comfort for your loved one and all of their medications, what quality of life really looks like at this point in their lives, and how to prepare for what's coming instead of constantly just reacting. So you end up doing what most women do. You figure it out as you go. You Google, you second guess decisions, and you just handle it and you carry it quietly. After years in nursing, this is what I've seen over and over again. The hardest part isn't just what's happening. It's really the uncertainty inside all of it, not knowing what's next, what matters most, am I making all the right decisions? If we haven't met before, my name is Katrina. I'm an RN and end-of-life coach. I work with women who have stepped into this role: the caregiver, the planner, the decision maker, the one holding everything together for a parent who is dying. And what I've witnessed over and over again is the families who feel more at peace in the end aren't the ones who loved more. They're actually the ones who had some guidance. Because when you understand what's happening, everything changes. You stop guessing, you ask better questions, you feel more confident in your decisions. You know in your heart you are doing the best job you can to ensure your loved one has a good end to their life. And instead of living in your head, you're actually able to be present with them, making those memories, the positive ones, instead of feeling burnt out and feeling full of resentment. This is the part most people don't realize. You don't need more information. You need someone who can look at your exact situation, tell you what matters, what doesn't, what's working, and what's not. That's what I do. When I work with you, you're not left guessing through this. You have someone who understands both the medical side, after over a decade of nursing, and also what it actually feels like as a daughter. So when something changes, you're not Googling at midnight, wondering if it's normal. You're getting clear, grounded answers based on your specific situation. When you leave appointments overwhelmed, I will help break it down for you, so you actually understand what was said and know what your real options are. And when you're facing bigger decisions, whether to bring in home care, put them on hospice, get palliative care, all those next steps, you're not reacting out of fear. You're making those decisions with clarity and support behind you. We also look at the bigger picture, how to set everything up safely in your home, what resources are actually available and how to access them, how to build support, build an entire village so you don't feel burnt out, and how to navigate the conversations that most people avoid until it's too late. Because here's what I've seen after all of this is over. The pain of losing them should be the only grief you feel at the end, not the weight of wondering if you did things right. And that's what we prevent together. You're not supposed to know how to do this, yet you're expected to. And that's exactly why this kind of support matters. If you're the daughter holding their world and your own up right now, don't wait until something urgent happens or it's too late to try to figure it all out. You don't want to feel lost, overwhelmed, resentful, and burdened at the end. You want understanding, clarity, and knowing not only what comes next and how to deal with it, but to be able to know for certain you are making the right decisions all while still living your own life through it all. Message me or book a call through the link below. We'll look at your situation and get you clear on what actually matters next. Because the longer you stay in uncertainty, the heavier this is all going to get.